On Thanksgiving Day in America, a family's prayers finally answered outside an Israeli prison. A hug 9 months in the making. 16-year-old Mohammed Zaher-Ibrahim free at last in his dad's embrace. This is Mohammed's uncle, Ziad Kadur. He lives in Cocoa Beach. I talked with him via Zoom.
It was very emotional for us. There was a sense of relief and happiness and joy. It was Thanksgiving that day. And, that made everybody smile and celebrate.
This is Mohammed before his arrest, and how he looks now.
This was a child. They can call him a prisoner or a detainee, but he was taken blindfolded from his home, zip-tied, at gunpoint by masked men. If you look at those details specifically, that's what a hostage looks like. And that's how we're going to address this.
A world away from his Tampa home, Mohammed's nightmare began on a February night this year at his family's West Bank residence. Israeli authorities came knocking and arrested him on a charge of allegedly throwing rocks at Israeli settlers.
9.5 months for standing next to somebody throwing a rock is 9.5 months too long.
A teen suddenly adrift in an Israeli military prison. Mohammed's 16th birthday came and went. After months of clinging to hope, a movement began to free Mohammed.
So it was kind of a timing thing, we had a new lawyer who did a good job. But at the same time, we had, other aspects of, politicians pushing, and which maybe you can consider like a media frenzy. Mohammed's story became big. Mohammed became like the poster boy of the Israeli prison services. And they were able to work out a deal where they said, if he pleads guilty for one of the charges, we can suspend his sentence and release him.
His physical recovery will take time. His emotional recovery will too. His family says Mohammed saw death up close in jail. His young jailmate perished there.
He actually died in the same cell that Mohammed was in due to malnutrition and lack of medicine, lack of care. His body is still in a refrigerator in the prison. It hasn't been released to his family. It's been almost 4 months.
More anguish upon his release. Mohammed found out his cousin had died in midsummer, beaten to death by Israeli settlers in the West Bank, according to international reports.
That was a roller coaster for him. He had this ultimate high of being free and in between his mother and father. Then he found out that his favorite cousin was murdered.
This is Mohammed offering his condolences to his cousin's relatives in the West Bank.
He's like this young man now who felt obligated to say, well, I'm alive and I'm home. These guys are not. Let me go say sorry to them. That's a lot for a 16-year-old. But it was just another Friday in the West Bank.
Mohammed will come back to Tampa after he's strong enough to do so. His family says the story does not end with him.
There's many more Mohammeds still in these prisons. There's over 380 more children in these prisons. It's never been just about Mohammed. We were starting with Mohammed because we're his family, and it's our duty to take care of, our loved ones. But all these other kids who are not American also need somebody to fight for them, to stand for them.
For now, though, a family focuses on a son and nephew.
We're going to, keep pushing to get him healthy and strong, but we're also going to work on his mental health and bring him back to the best version of Mohammed we can.
One hug, one tearful reunion at a time. Guilherme de Domenico reporting for iPulse News.